Hello, I'm Nari McDiarmid for Australia's Mining Monthly, and I'm here with Bill Johnston, Western Australia's Minister for Mines and Petroleum. And Bill, you've just spoken to Open Day 2 of Future of Mining Perth. Thanks for coming by. And I wanted to ask firstly, what challenges should WA address to play a bigger role in the global and battery mineral supply chain?
Well, look, we've got an exciting opportunity here, and we've already had great success, and we're looking forward to going even further. And the next step that we're really looking at is a precursor chemical plant, and so we're working with Wyloo and IGO on their plans for a Kwinana PCAM plant, and that would be a really big step forward. And we're confident that once we have one of those plants built, that the business case will work for others to see other projects come forward as well.
Is there a way that WA can liaise with other jurisdictions to assist with this development?
Certainly, we're very pleased to talk to a range of jurisdictions around the world. I know there's a lot of Western Australian technology in Canada, in Africa, developing projects. And of course, we have a formal MOU with the Indonesian Chamber of Commerce, they're called Kadin, to support developments here and there as well. And we have a range of research and development memorandum of understanding between Mirawa and the Future Battery Industry CRC and international partners. So I think there's lots of opportunities to work together on the decarbonisation journey.
Back here in Western Australia, and there's been a call by the Minerals Council of Australia to look at revisiting lifting the ban on uranium mining here. What's your take?
Well, we're not keen to see that occur. People have investment certainty in Western Australia because they know that we don't support uranium mining. There's one mining project approved here in Western Australia, and I note that it still has not progressed. It's a commercial decision, and it would appear that there are no investors supporting development of mines here in Western Australia. So it's a nice theoretical conversation, but we've got a very strong mining industry here in Western Australia. We support the strongest level of investment. We've got the record level of production. We've got record number of people working in the sector. We've got record investment in exploration. So we know we have a very successful industry here in Western Australia, and we'd prefer to talk about the success rather than having esoteric arguments with the Mining Council about other issues.
All right. Speaking of keeping the industry safe, can you touch on what's happening at WorkSafe at the moment?
Sure. So Commissioner Darren Kavanagh has come to the end of his 5-year term, and whilst I would have liked him to stay on, he believes it's time for him to move on and do something else. I'm disappointed by that because I think he's done a fabulous job. I want to really commend him for the work he did. He actually achieved something nobody else had ever done, which is a prosecution for gross negligence. That's a very high bar. He achieved that. He helped us get the new work health and safety legislation through the Parliament and into action. He's worked very closely with industry to lift standards here in Western Australia. He's done a fabulous job. I'm sure whatever he does next, he'll do just as well. I'm sorry that he's decided not to stay with us, and now we'll start a process to select a new commissioner.
And finally, Bill, before I let you go, I know you're about to make a battery announcement. Can you elaborate on some of the details?
Sure. So Synergy is the government-owned enterprise that produces electricity here in the southwest. About 40% of the market here in in the Swiss, is from Synergy, and we're transitioning out of coal. As part of that, we're investing $3.8 billion into projects for wind farms and battery storage. And today I'll be announcing the next step in that project, which is the battery and other technical partners for the two projects, a 200 megawatt capacity, 800 megawatt hour battery in Kwinana, and a 500 megawatt capacity, 2,000 megawatt hour storage battery in Collie. It's really good news and takes us a big step down the pathway to decarbonisation, and they'll both be ready in 2025, which is not that far away. So it's really good news that we're on track to properly manage the closure of our coal-fired power stations.
Well, Bill, thanks for taking the time to speak this morning.
You're welcome. It's good to be here at the conference, and I wish great success for Aspermont and all the participants.
Thank you.
You're welcome.